Hello and welcome. If you are new, my name is Melissa, and welcome back if you're not new. Today I'm excited because we are tackling decluttering my bookshelf and nightstand. So there's a reason for that. They both have books, and I want books on both of them. So we're just gonna do both together. Also, they both need a declutter and like a little fresh organization. By the way, if you are new, I said my name is Melissa, but I live in Iowa with my husband and our 2 dogs. And I like for this channel to just be like low-key, just hanging out, kind of like FaceTiming a friend. So I like to do real life, and I imagine that you are also just like doing your real life. Maybe you're folding clothes or like making dinner while you watch this. And so then that's what I do too. Right now my dog is begging to come inside. He also loves to be in the videos. But anyway, this is not going to be like a flashy, curated, beautiful aesthetic before and after kind of declutter organization video. But it's very just real life and practical, and that's what I like and that's what I enjoy. So that's what I'm gonna share with you. So today, I had my bookshelf, hold on. There's that dog. I'll bring him in. Hold on. Anyway, when I got the bookshelf, I had it all organized, and decorated it how I wanted it. Stark. Yes. Do you want to? Okay. Say hi. That's nice. Good job, buddy. And there's Thor with his toy that's making noise. Okay, so when I first got this bookshelf, I had it all decorated and styled and organized the way I wanted it. Then for Christmas, we actually take off like 1 or 2 of the shelves of books for our Christmas village that we've started. And so then, after Christmas, we kind of put things back, but it's a little different. And also I've accumulated like a few books, not many. I don't buy a ton of books, only the books that I want to like reread often. But still, I've accumulated some more from like thrift stores and things like that. So I'm also realizing it's also become a catch-all. Let me just show you. I'll show you the bookshelf. Okay, so I have some books there. We have our diffuser that definitely needs to be cleaned. Then some more books, a Neato that I got for Christmas. Down here, more books, but then these are some that I've like accumulated since having it organized. A game, that's not where that goes. Pictures and ornament souvenir from our last vacation that we took. I have a basket of things. It's kind of like my morning basket. More books, but then also we've started buying DVDs. So I really have a lot that needs to get cleaned. Okay, so that is what we're starting with. Yeah, I would like to, hold on. I'm drinking pre-workout, and that means I need to work out in like 45 minutes to an hour is what I'm gonna give myself to get this done, okay? What I want is to go through my books, first of all, because I don't even know if I want to own every book that's over there on the shelf. And then I'd like to have it organized in some way, by like genre or by author, I don't know, however I wanna organize it. And then, like I said, there are some things that just need to be put away to the place that they belong. So that is today's job. And then I'll look at the nightstand too. I think what I want is like the list of books that I want to read this year that I own. I want to put those on my nightstand so that I can kind of like grab them as I'm reading them. It's kind of like a limited options, like these are the books that I want to read. I don't know. I'll see how many that is first, because maybe that's ridiculous, but that is the plan. So I think actually, now I'm like, hold on, what is my plan? I think I'm honestly going to take everything off. We're gonna wipe everything down and then start putting things back. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I did put the game with other games where they belong. I'm going to take, this is a Christmas ornament souvenir, so this is going to go down in our basement in our Christmas decorations box, whatever, with the rest. And then I have like a card that my husband wrote for me, and also we did, I don't know if I ever shared this on here, we did like a disposable camera with us on our last vacation to Disney World. And so I have these little printed pictures and I don't have an album for them yet. So I think I'm gonna put those like in, I have like a keepsake box. I'm gonna put them in there for now, knowing when I get an album, they'll go in there. So anyway, I'm gonna go put these away where they belong. Okay, those are put away. And now I think what I'm going to do is go through my books, decide which ones I want to keep before I ever organize anything and put it back on the shelf. Because I don't want to organize something that I don't even want to keep. So we're gonna do that now. Okay, so first of all, okay. This was a gift, so I haven't read it yet, but I would like to. Cottagecore, Traditional Skills for a Simpler Life. That, keep. Anne of Green Gables, of course, amazing book, and I do like that it has like the gold edge on this one. I should keep that rag. Oh my gosh, I didn't even take off the, hold on. It's like a tag on it. Get rid of it. There we go. Okay. I need to dust these. Beautiful. This one, another one that I haven't even read yet, but I'm in the middle of the series. This is actually, oh, no. Okay, sorry. Here's where my brain just went. I was going to say this one needs to go on my nightstand because I actually put this on my list of books I wanted to read this year, but that's not the point of this right now. Right now we're just deciding keep or donate. So I gotta stay focused. Okay, this one, I'm sorry, Carrie. I probably would love this book. It's called Find Your Path, Honor Your Body, Fuel Your Soul, and Get Strong with the Fit 52 Life. I've had it though for years. For years I've owned this book and I have not read it. So do I need to like prioritize it and say like commit to reading it? Or do I need to make peace and just say not interested in that? As I open it, I'm like, I am interested. I like her, like, I think she is healthy. I kind of want to know. Okay, we're going to keep it for now. If you've read it, though, oh my gosh, tell me if it's worth it or not. Okay, and then the home edit, I love them. But I kind of feel like I feel like this is a different life. This is what I mean, like, you won't see this in my videos. So why do I have the book? It's a great idea, but I think what I want is just simple more than beautiful. Yeah, I think I do. So I think I'm gonna maybe pass that along. The plan, I've never finished it, which is horrifying to say, and I do need to, and this is actually on my list for this year. This is by Kendra Adachi, who is The Lazy Genius, which, haha, The Lazy Genius Way. I'll keep that for sure. Those are like rereads. I should probably read it every year. Changed my life. So good. Just like practical tips and ways to think about things and make life easier and more meaningful. This was a gift from my husband. And again, I need to stop asking for books for gifts maybe because I don't read them. I think I started it, but I haven't finished it. It was a gift. Oh, see, I don't know if you can see that. I dog ear my pages, by the way. I don't know if we've talked about this on here. I know you're not supposed to. I do. Only on books that I own. If it's a library book, I respect it, but I dog ear my pages. Anyway, so I made it to page 57. I feel like I should hold on to it and finish it. but that's probably one where I'll read it once and then I'll pass it along when I'm done. I don't need to hold on to it because I'm not going to reread it over and over again, you know? Another book that I will absolutely always own, so good, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. That's why we're tidying up today even. Oh, this one I need to keep because every so often I need to reread it again. It's called I'll Start Again Monday. Break the cycle of unhealthy eating habits with lasting spiritual satisfaction. I love that book and I love the ideas. Because yeah, I had struggled and sometimes still do with emotional eating. So that was very good. Spark Joy. I guess I don't need to tell you about every single book, but a lot of these are good. This goes with, after you read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, then read Spark Joy. I like owning those two in case if someone's ever interested and wants to borrow them, I want to have those. Okay, I just found a second Anne of Green Gables, and it's a different cover. This one does not have the gold pages. I want to look at the other one more time and compare, but I'll just keep one of them and I'll donate the other. So I don't need to. I have several of these books that I went on I feel like all of this is like one thrift store day. So Amy Poehler, Yes Please, Tina Fey, Bossy Pants, and Anna Kendrick, Scrappy Little Nobody. I just thought, why not have them if I'm in the mood or need something light-hearted, like maybe before bed? That would be good. And then a couple other books that I thought looked good. Because sometimes I love to get my books through the library and like Libby for ebooks. But a lot of times I'm on a wait list, and in the meantime, I really want a book to actually read. You know, I don't want to stop reading just because I'm waiting for a certain book from the library. So I like having them, and I found those at thrift stores. So that was great. This was another, I asked for it, and someone got it for me, and then I didn't read it. The Stories We Tell. This is Joanna Gaines. Actually, we might be going to Waco next February, I think. So actually, that's going to be great. I'm going to read that before we go. Mark my words. I'm going to read that before we go to like the silos, the whole thing, you know? And then for my husband especially, he does not read fiction. Crazy. But we try to like read before bed and it helps us sleep better, you know, the whole thing. Hey, do you mind? Can you do bath time later? Yeah, that's a good idea. So we saw Jim Gaffigan, like, food. And it's literally, like, each chapter is, like, a different, I don't know, it's just funny. And I think it'll be a good, lighthearted read before bed. Okay, I think that's everything, because I'm not going to go through the DVDs. We are currently, like, we've only bought them all. Wow, okay. Bye. Keep going. Just like in the last month or two, I think we started getting DVDs. So I know we're going to keep those. And then my husband has several books. I'm not going to go through his books for him. But now I need to decide. Buddy, do you mind? Anyway, now I need to decide where they're going to go. Okay. I wrote in my planner this year, I looked at my bookshelf, and I decided what books I wanted to prioritize reading this year. And it was like books that I own. That way I know I can have the physical book and I can read them before bed. And I think I want to take those books to my nightstand. But I still kind of want to have a place for them on the bookshelf, you know? So, let me think about this. Let me see what books are going where. Okay, so far I put my husband's books on the bottom, and I actually moved, that's our internet from T-Mobile. And it was down here on the ground, but then it's in the way when I vacuum, so I put it up there. And then our DVDs are there for now. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I've divided them, and actually it's not as many as I thought, because I realized like some of these are series. I don't need the whole entire series on my nightstand. I just want the next book in the series that I need to read, you know? So for example, this year I've already read the first Harry Potter book, but I'm ready for the second. Wait, did I read the second? Okay, I'll double check. But I only need book 2 or 3, and then the rest can be on the shelf, you know. Same with the selection series. I wanted to read it again. So I already read book 1. Now I'm ready for book 2. I want to read Les Mis. That's a beast. But I love the story of Les Mis. I love the music. I love the Broadway. So I really feel, and I read it in high school, so I feel like it's time that I read it again and decide like if I really do love it or not. Like as an adult, I want my eyes to read the book. Does that make sense? I just feel like I claim it and I say I love it, but I haven't read it in a very long time. And then the plan, I said I was gonna read this one and I still haven't. So anyway, those are going to my, my nightstand, I believe. And then also I realized my Twilight books. Yes, I'm a Twilight girly. The books, the movies are funny. They're fun, and my husband will actually watch them with me. But the books are where it's at. Anyway, that wasn't the point of this. I reread Twilight books every October. October is my favorite month. It's my birthday. It's our anniversary. It's like fall. It's Halloween. It's fun. And I've just decided I'm going to reread Twilight every single year. And I do in October. It's my little treat to myself, you know, my birthday gift to me. And I love it. And that's all I'm going to explain about it. But anyway, I realized these could go in my like fall decor box, like storage, because I only get them out. Like if I read them every October, it could be fun to open the box of fall decor and then there they are. And then I read them. So these might go in fall decor box because I have some Christmas books that I either thrifted or just wanted to read at Christmas time. And so I put those in with the Christmas decorations because I don't need them out all the time, just when I'm reading them at Christmas. So I think I might do that with those books as well. But now I have quite a few books that need to go up on the shelves. So I'm trying to clump them together, obviously by series. And then I actually might divide them so that top shelf is like, I have not read it and I need to. That way I know, like if I'm trying to pick a book, I should pick from that collection, you know? And then the other shelf will be already read them, that kind of thing. So, okay, let me get to work. Okay, so I call this my little morning basket, even though, I mean, I use it all the time, but it's got, okay, let me just go through. What does it have? This is where I keep my Bible, my Kindle, my notebook. This is just a notebook and it's my everything notebook. I used to try to keep everything different. Like if I wanted to take notes during church or write down my prayers, those were different journals. And then if I just wanted some scrap paper to, well, lately it's been like plan our vacation, that would be a whole other notebook or something or paper. And lately I've just decided, put it all in one, use up the new notebook. When it's done, get a new one. So this is my everything notebook. Anytime I want to write something down and not be in my phone, that's my notebook. This, I haven't used it in a while because I always forget about it, but this is a 5-year journal where you literally just write like one thing. Okay, here's a blank page because apparently over the last 2 years, I have not ever written in it on October 27th. But you just have like a little tiny bit of space, but you can see like what you did last year on this day or the year before, or the year, you know. It works when you actually use the notebook. But anyway, that's in there. And then I have a Sudoku book, like a physical one, because when I'm watching TV, I am sometimes on my phone while I'm watching TV. Why do I need to be entertained on 2 different screens while my husband is also in the room? I don't know, but I do. And so this is to help me with that. If I'm off my phone and I still need to do something with my hands, I have that. Same with, for Christmas, my mom gave me a Spanish word find. And then my mother-in-law gave me book lovers word search. So those are fun too, just to kind of keep me off my phone, but still entertained. My mom also got me a Neato for Christmas, which I don't know what the deal is. Why do I like this? But I do. So that's in there. Also, I call this my fireplace deodorant. So now I have to explain. But when I get up first thing in the morning, a lot of times, especially in the winter, I will come out to the living room. I sit right by the fireplace and read my Bible. Sometimes I'm even drinking like a hot cup of coffee. And, you know, I'm not ready for the day yet, so I don't have deodorant on. But the fireplace gets a little bit hot. And so I keep this in my basket. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, it's smart. I'm learning that I have 3 pencils in here, and I don't need 3 pencils. Also, what kind of person are you? Mechanical pencil or old school? Because I would only use these if I could. I do have these for when I travel. So usually I'm using my Sudoku book when I travel or on the plane, and then mechanical pencil because I don't also want to have a sharpener. Can you even? I don't know. But like, heaven forbid your pencil breaks, you know. But otherwise, I would always choose regular pencils. Anyway, and then the other thing in here is a set of, these are highlighters, like for your Bible. I think they're kind of like crayon, almost like waxy crayon material, so that when you highlight, it doesn't just bleed through like all the pages, because Bible pages are really thin. Now, this is a good question. Do I keep these or not? I never end up using these. And the way you're supposed to do it, like every color can represent something different that you're highlighting, and the truth is I just don't use them. I might pass those on to a friend that does. And then the last thing in here, dog hair. So I'm gonna go take care of that, get the dog hair out of here, and then restock my basket. Okay, so here's how I went with organizing it. These are the books that I have not finished or have not read yet, and I want to. Like, I want to prioritize reading those and then either pass them along or keep them. That's our diffuser. And then these books are books that I haven't read yet, but it's not a big deal if I do or don't. Actually, sorry. I've read these two, but they didn't fit with this row because this whole entire shelf are books that kind of belong in a series. So these are just 2 books, 2 books, 2 books. But then we have the Hunger Games, which actually, I have the other one, the newest one, but I lent it to a friend. So that's gonna be a little tight when I get that back, but that's okay. The Selection series, the Inheritance Cycle, the Harry Potter series. In fact, one of each of these is going to my nightstand for right now. And then I think you already saw this shelf, but that, like, my husband has his Bible stuff. He usually puts it right there, so now he just has some space for it. Same with that basket. I call it my morning basket. That's just gonna sit right there. He doesn't grab his books as often as I do mine, so that will work just fine. Okay, welcome to bedroom. I'll show you my nightstand here in a second, but just so you know, here are the books that these are like kind of up next. Like, I could choose to read any of them next, and then, well, I'll show you, but I have one book on my nightstand already because that's the one I'm currently reading. Let me just show you the nightstand. Okay, so currently I have these 2. I've had them for so long. They were gifts from Chris, my husband. And I just don't know, like, when do I get rid of them if they were a gift from him? I don't know. And then one time I saw, I think it was Katy Perry was talking about how every night before bed she uses a lint roller on her socks. And I thought, genius. And then guess what? I never use it. So maybe I need to actually do something about that. This is, I love it. It's my Sorcerer Mickey water bottle. And I love it. I got it, I think, from Box Lunch. I just always have to have water on my nightstand. can't sleep without a little sip of water. There's the book I'm currently reading, and then blue light glasses. And this is my sleep mask. Laneige. I really do like it. And then that's my charging situation right now, and then my lamp. My light is literally flickering. I don't know if you can see that or not. How annoying. But I realized I should also go through like the drawer. So I need to go through this and declutter it as well. Currently we have watch bands, other chapsticks, multiple. We have Breathe Right strips. We have like book light. I have my half marathon medal from the half marathon. Some cards that my husband has written to me. A mechanical pencil. We know how we feel about those. Travel only. An eye mask that I never wear. So I need to go through that as well. I also have this big drawer down here, and I didn't even realize how much was in here. I have my case that I never use, but for my headphones. Didn't even realize I had, this is like pillow mist. This one is stress relief. This one is sleep. I try not to do fragrances. I'm sure this is not like clean ingredients, but it's kind of fun. Like, sometimes it's fun. And then like a little scalp massager. My husband, sorry, you can't see me. My husband is bald, so I don't know if that's part of it or what, but he doesn't like this. He thinks it feels so bad. And I love it. But that's so funny that I have that in there. Had no idea. So anyway, also I have this drawer. You can't really see. That drawer comes out. And, my passport. I'm going to leave that in. You guys need to see that. Because it feels kind of like a secret drawer. So that made sense that I was like, yeah, let's put important documents in there and then forget about it. But anyway, I have like some jewelry in here, but I now have a jewelry organizer. So I need to actually transition this and decide what I want to keep and put it on the organizer. That was silly. I need to make some decisions here and get organized. By the way, I forgot to mention this. My husband and I did a thrifting trip before we ever started this because I was like, before I declutter, let's one last time go to the thrift store and like see if there are any books or DVDs that we want. And I got some footage and I forgot to show that, so we'll show that now. But while we were thrifting, I found, because I'm backing up. My current charging situation, I have this, where's the other piece? Okay, ignore the dust, but I had this charging situation where my watch would go in front and then my phone on there. But then the watch part stopped charging and it wouldn't work. So then I had to put that away and I just used the cord with, over here, you can see it. And then I had this for my phone and this for the watch, and I don't know, I just didn't like that, and it could fall at any time and then it'd be behind my nightstand, blah, blah, blah. So while we were thrifting, I saw this, which has the watch on top and then the phone in front. And technically if I had AirPods, it could go there. $3.10. And I took a gamble because I said, I don't know if it works or not. And it works! So now I get to exchange, like swap out 2 different charging cords that don't even match for just one little stand. It's not the cutest, I get that. But my goal for today is progress, not perfection. If I wait until I can find like the perfect solution to every single problem so that it's exactly right and I never have to think about it again, then guess what? I'll never declutter because that day will never come. So today, it's all about progress and not perfection. So this is one step in the right direction. Okay, I'm going through this drawer. I found a clear button that I don't know what that goes to. I found like a a nighttime moisturizer thing that I don't think I ever used or like, so I can get rid of that. I found a lot of cards that my husband has written to me for like Valentine's or birthdays or anniversaries, so that needs to go to like the memento, what am I saying, keepsake box. I'm gonna keep some like the Breathe Right strips. It's for when I have a cold. If I'm congested at all, I want to keep that. My medals, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Have extra phone, like screen protectors. I'll keep that. I got my colors done back in the day, and it tells me what are my good colors, so I'll keep that in here too. Book light, sleep mask, just for, I don't know. I've never used it so far, but what if? And then I'm debating this headphones case. I don't think I would ever use it because I use the big headphones at home. If I travel, I don't need to bring them, so I don't need a case because I would just bring little ones to travel. So I might get rid of those. And then, oh, same with this. These pencils need to go with the travel gear. I can just put that in my like carry-on, like, what's it called? Suitcase, because that's the only time I would use those. I found a checklist from our fertility testing back in the day. Thought I would need that, and I don't. And then I found my notebook that I wrote in it once on August 22nd, 2019. I might cry because it says, "Baby Kelly, hello. First of all, let me say how much I love you. Right now you are just an idea, a hope, a dream, a plan. But if you are reading this, then God has allowed those dreams to come true. Your dad and I have decided to try and have a baby." And then I wrote for a long time. But anyway, if you don't know, we found out like probably 4 years after that we were infertile. And then now we've been waiting ever since to hopefully adopt. And anyway, I'll keep that in here too. But those are good things to hold on to. I'm excited about that. Back to decluttering energy. I'm keeping my bib from my half marathon, and I have my race bib or my medals in here. What else? Okay, so medals. I said that like that's like the important thing. I'm gonna keep these in here just in case. I don't know. I'm not ready to get rid of those yet, even though I don't know if I'll use them. And then the notebook, Breathe Right strips, book light. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So that's gonna be in that top drawer. I need to move my jewelry still. Okay, sorry, I just realized I now have room in my drawer for my heating pad. I always keep it close to my bed and it just kind of like hangs out on the floor, and I hate that look and I don't want it on the floor. It can go in this drawer. Hello. That's like what it's for. Okay, now jewelry. Okay, can you see how awful this is? Okay, so this necklace, this is so funny, but this used to have 3 of these, and then I lost one, and so then it was just 2, and I was like, that's fine, I can just wear it with 2. And then I lost the other one, and now it's just 1. I haven't worn this in years. Why am I still holding on to that? That needs to go. This one, honestly, maybe I'll hold, no, it's like so old now. I kind of liked it. It's just not my style. No, I will get rid of that. I don't need it. Same with this one. I loved it back in the day. It was perfect for certain outfits. I might have been wearing this when I met Chris. I think I did. I think I was wearing it when I met Chris because I had this like purple 3/4 length sleeve shirt and this. Yep. But it's time to go. And then let's see. This one I'll keep. We made this when we went to, my friend's daughter made it, or I don't know, maybe I did when we went to the Jonas Brothers concert. So got to keep that one. Oh, this my niece made for me when I was teaching 2nd grade. But now I'm not teaching this, so that feels like I can probably get rid of it. This I think she also made for me, but I think it got too stretched out. I can probably get rid of that one. I kind of like this one. I don't know when I would ever wear it, but I kind of like it. We'll keep it for now. These hoops are very tarnished. I don't know how long I've had them, and I don't think I need to keep them. Let's see. That is just an like a extender, I think. What's that called? And then I have one earring, and I don't know where the other one is, and a green button. I can probably get rid of that. And then look at all these backs. All the little earring backs that I've lost over the years. And then here's a little Mickey. But again, the jewelry or the metal got so tarnished, I might just need to pass that along. / that needs to go in the garbage. Sorry, I forgot to show you. I am keeping in here just like extra watch bands for my Apple Watch, and then an extra phone case from Loopy, my favorite. I think this one is just the black one. Yeah. Black. Right now I have red. There it is. But anyway, I'll keep those in here. Okay, here is the after. Like I said, it's not like some dramatic, crazy thing, but these are the books that are up next, and then I'm just keeping that one. The other one, the water was kind of yellow, so I figured this one can stay, the other one can go. Currently reading, blue light glasses, night, lip, whatever mask, my 2-in-1 charger, yay, water, lamp, perfect. And then also, hold on, I was really excited because I didn't think about it, but because I took away the watch charger from here, I could put it in my bathroom, and now I charge my watch usually when I jump in the shower, and I always have to like run over here because I forgot, and then put it on the charger, then run back, get in the shower, and then try to remember it before I go to work, and sometimes I forget. So that solved a problem that I wasn't even trying to solve today, so that's amazing. Okay, well that was our little declutter today. I feel good. I don't know, do you feel good? Like I said, nothing fancy, just it needed to be done, and why not do it with a friend? So thank you for hanging out. I desperately need to work out. Before you go, I am so curious. How many chapsticks, let me know in the comments, how many chapsticks do you have? What I mean by that, I have this theory that every girl has like all of her chapsticks. So let me run through mine, okay? I have my nightstand, you saw that, bathroom, kitchen drawer, purse chapstick, winter coat pocket chapstick, car chapstick. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting any. Oh, I have one in my work, like at work in the drawer of my desk. I'm trying to think. And if I ever am in my husband's car, I'm bummed that he doesn't have one. So ideally there would be that one. So I think I'm at 7. I think I have 7 chapsticks. And then of course you do the whole, like if I run out at work, then I'm like, okay, my purse chapstick becomes my work chapstick, and then the kitchen drawer becomes my purse chapstick, and then I have to buy a new one for the kitchen drawer. You know what I mean? I'm convinced I'm not alone in this, but let me know in the comments if I am or if I'm not. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. I really loved it, and I feel good. I feel like refreshed and just ready to go. I do a new declutter every month. If I didn't say that already, I'm sorry. I do a new declutter every month. Last month I did my closet because it was like spring, warm weather, and I needed a refresh, so I can link that below. And then next month I am convinced I'm gonna do my closets. I have a hall closet up here and one downstairs. They are a mess. So if you want to stick around, hit subscribe so you don't miss that, and I will see you next time. Bye.